Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be doing my top 5 makeup products. There are a couple of dupes because some of them are more high-end, but I have drugstore and high-end products. I have gone for a foundation, mascara, concealer, lipstick, eyebrow pencil and a powder. For 3 of the products I do have dupes as they are more of a high-end product, but let's just get straight into the video. So the first product, which is one of my favourites, as I said, I do have 2 foundations, so they're very similar to me, but I decided to put them both in because one is more of a lighter, it's more of a light coverage rather than the higher coverage, which is the other one. But this is the Bourjois City Radiance Skin Protecting Foundation Brightening Effect Foundation. It claims to have anti-pollution screen, SPF 30 and radiance boosting pigments. I have it in the shade Rose Ivory, which is, I believe, is the lightest colour just because I am really fair. And I found out the price of it is $9.99. They come in 6 shades and I have to say it's very hydrating. As I said, this one is more of a light to medium coverage. You can build this up, it's very blendable. As I said, it does hydrate the skin all day. This is a complete dewy finish, so I would probably not recommend this for maybe oily skin just because obviously it has radiance in the title, so it's going to be highlighting. So that's the first foundation, which is the more light to medium coverage. So my next foundation is by Loreal. This is the L'Oreal True Match foundation. Again, I have it in the shade Golden Ivory. In terms of this one, this comes in 23 shades, which is pretty amazing. As I said, compared to this one only comes in 6 shades. They both have 30ml, but as I said, this does have a lot more shades, the range. It does match my colour, my skin colour very well. As I said, I think this one, the Golden Ivory, is one of the lightest shades, if not the lightest. Compared to the 2 together, this one has more of a yellow undertone, whereas the other one's more of like it's quite a warm undertone. This one is, as I said, is more of a light to medium coverage, whereas this one's more of like a medium to high coverage, depending, obviously they're both buildable. They're both very blendable. I normally use them with my Real Technique sponge, just dampen that, and I pat it on. This one doesn't have such a high SPF. This is only SPF 17, whereas this one's got SPF 30. They're both really good. As I said, I couldn't really decide. They're both the same price, they're $9.99. You can get them at most places, Boots, Superdrug. So going in kind of order on the face, I'm going to go in with my concealer. Now my favourite concealer of all time is the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I have it in fair neutral. Now with these, they do come in neutral or warm undertones, but I go for the fair neutral. This is the lightest one in the collection. This does exactly what it says. It's very hydrating, very blendable, very creamy, thick, very high coverage. It hydrates and it does last all day. The only thing we'll say, it doesn't crease too badly if you don't set it with powder, but I normally choose to, just because I don't like things to slide off my face once I've done my makeup. I have that one, and as a dupe for it, I have the Revlon Colourstay concealer. This is in the shade 02 light / pale. This one is £6.99, whereas this one's £17.50. There's quite a big difference. In terms of like these high-end brands, you can get them from Debenhams, John Lewis, places like that. It's not an exact dupe, it's very similar. The colour is, as you can see, this one is slightly lighter than that one. But this has got more of a warm undertone to it. This one comes in 4 shades, only 4 shades on this one, whereas the Urban Decay comes in 6. Again, this is very high coverage. It's not as high as the Urban Decay, but if you're looking for something very similar for half the price, if not less, you're better off going with this one. I mean, I really do like this one. As I said, they don't come in neutral shades that I'm aware of. I think it's more just the warm undertones. In this you get 6.2mm, whereas in this one you only get 5mm, so you do get more in this for less. But I think out of the two, this one is definitely my favourite, the Urban Decay. I've had this for over 6 months now and I do love it. But that is, as I said, the Revlon Colourstay is a really good dupe for it. So my next favourite product, I don't have a dupe for this. It is the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB powder. This is in light skin tone. They only come in 2 colours on this. I believe it's light and medium, or light and dark. I'm not 100% sure what the other shade is. But it is it's a pressed powder. As you can see, it is fairly light. It is quite light coverage. It does mattify the face ever so slightly, and it claims to last 8 hours, which probably is fairly true. I mean, I normally wear my makeup for about that time anyway. And I do have to admit, this does stay on, and this is probably one of my favourite pressed powders that I've bought in a long time. This was only £6.99, and as I said, I know you can get this from Boots and Superdrug. So my next product I'm going on to are mascaras. Now I have, my favourite, as I said, is a lot of these are more high-end, so I have found similar products to them. So my favourite mascara at the moment is the Benefit Rollerlash. Comes in this black packaging. It's got a pink silicone lid, and the brush looks like this. So it's ever so slightly curved, as you can see. This is £19.50, which it's not like extreme high end. None of these are extreme high end, but they are still quite pricey, and it lifts and curls the lashes just enough so it is noticeable. Obviously if you want to kind of build it up, it does give off a better effect, but this one is really good. It says it contains provitamin B5. Now I like a lot of makeup products that kind of have vitamins and things in, so it helps with the skin. But I do really like this. This also claims to be 12 hours lasting. Now I have to agree with that. It is very long lasting. As I said, I normally don't keep my makeup on any longer than about 8 hours, but even that long, it does last all day when I do have my makeup on. You get 8.5ml in this, which is, it's not too bad for a mascara. Obviously a lot of the drugstore ones are, you get more product in them, but I guess you pay for quality. And as a dupe or similar one that I have, this is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes Rockin Curves Mascara. Looks like this. What they call it is a broken heart shaped brush. What I really like about it is as it curves, it gets into all the really hard places for you to get to. These are kind of different in ways, because this is more curling and lengthening, whereas this is more of just a general dramatic volume. But I find them to be quite similar in terms of formulation. This, you get 12ml, so as I said, with Drugstore you do normally get more product in Drugstore than you do high end. A large brush, as you can see, but both of them are really good. Obviously this one's $6.99, so again it's half the price if not more than this one. So if you're worried about money, I would personally go for this one, but if maybe you have got a little bit more, I would probably splash out on something like this, because I do love it and it is a really good mascara. So my next product is, I don't have a dupe for this one I'm afraid, but this is the Soap & Glory Archery pencil and brush. I know you can get the pencil and like a felt tip on the other side, but I bought this a little while ago, so at the time they hadn't brought that one out. This is £8, which for Soap & Glory are really good. They are a Drugstore brand. Mainly Boots do a lot of Soap & Glory products, but they only come in 2 shades. They come in hot chocolate, which is for more brown hair, whereas for me naturally I am blonde, so I have Blondeshell as it's called. So it comes with a retractable pencil, as you can see. You do get a lot of product. It's not very waxy, which is always good. I don't like waxy eyebrow pencils, just because for me they end up just not going on in the slightest. Like, the application can be really poor. And then on the other side you get a spoolie which is actually attached to it, which is good. So my last product is lipsticks. Now my favourite again is a high end, but I do have a similar, if not, I wouldn't say an exact dupe, but it's very similar in terms of formulation and the amount of shades that the collection comes in. So my favourite is the Yves Saint Laurent Rouge Pearl Couture. I don't think I'm saying that right at all. Couture, Couture, I think that's how it's said. In number 6. Now I did look up what the shade was, but I can't remember what the name was. But I will link. Well, I will put all of the information in the description. Now this you guys have seen in my video before. This is just a everyday basic nude. It's probably 1 or 2 shades lighter than my natural lip. But in terms of the packaging, this is a fairly high-end product. It's more expensive than my concealer and my mascara. This is £26. You can get these from Debenhams and I believe John Lewis, House of Fraser, places like that again. Or you can obviously go onto the YSL website. But it comes in this really pretty gold metal packaging. It's got the YSL font at the front, and it's got a black band around the bottom of the lipstick lid. Again, as I said, it is quite expensive, but you do pay for good quality. And this, and I have one other that's my favourite, but this one I think just tops it slightly, just because this is more of a wearable colour. But these come in, I have written it down. So this range comes in 46 shades, which is amazing. I didn't realise they did that many shades, but YSL do quite a lot of similar ones. This is a medium to full coverage lipstick, as they quote it to be. I would definitely say the pigmentation is amazing. Literally within a couple of swipes your lips are completely covered, and it also has an SPF of 15, which is pretty good because a lot of lip products don't have SPF in them. But if you're one of these people that are worried during like this summer coming up, or even in hotter seasons or hotter weather, it's always nice to protect your lips as well. Because for me, I find my lips are the driest part on my face, and the similar, if not, I wouldn't say, in terms of the colours, they're not the same. They're slightly different, but this is the number 7 Moisture Drench lipstick in 60 Chic. This also has an SPF 15, which is really good. Now, in terms of prices, as I said, this one's £26, but this one's actually only £9.95 in Boots. I don't think Superdrug do number 7. I believe it is just a Boots brand. But the £9.95, the formulation is literally the same. If not, the number 7 is actually more probably slightly hydrating than the YSL. But as I said, in terms of colour, they are slightly different. I don't have anything like exactly alike. But this is the two together. So this is the YSL one and this is the number 7. There's probably a couple of shades in it. This one, as I said, slightly lighter than Natural Lip, but this one's slightly darker. But as I said, as a formulation and the pigmentation, they are both amazing. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Sorry, I kind of hasn't been 5 products, but I thought I'd kind of add some dupes in because I know a lot of people don't have the money to buy high-end products, so I decided the products that I have are very similar to each other, so I thought I'd kind of interpret that as well. But if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, please subscribe, please comment your favourites as well, because I love trying new products, especially like makeup and hair products. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!